Hello everyone. Um, well, I'm Blue Link, and I'm currently commentating this race. I will be joined by JP at some point, hopefully. In the meantime, we get to watch these tiny little links run around Kakariko Village. Uh, well, we got an early flute. That's nice. Both of our runners are activating that flute. So the situation here between Vortex of Doom and Dr. Marty is their respective teams are both tied at 7 and 4. Oh, the links got bigger. They are tied at 7 at 4. Team Go has already clinched a playoff spot by virtue of some complicated tiebreaker math, but a win for the Spoilers will clinch a playoff spot for them as well. Well, nothing terribly interesting. We got 300 rubies there in the back of the tavern, which is nice to have early on. Vortex of Doom is continuing to poke around in Kakariko Village, finding Sick Kid, but no bottle quite yet. A blue mail there in the Lost Woods for Dr. Marty. Well, Vortex of Doom has found Super Bunny Cave and remembered he can't go through the blocks currently. We found our first Pod Small there in Thieves Town on Dr. Marty's side. Okay, small key in All Woods. That full magic drop is nice, even though we don't have any magic using things to use it on yet. Dr. Marty finds a glove there in Thieves Town, and some arrows that we can't quite use yet either. Okay, so the Super Bunny exit is at Graveyard Ledge. That's not going to be particularly helpful. Our first GT small, courtesy of the Bottle Merchant on Vortex of Doom side. Looks like we have a vanilla lumberjack location, but I did not quite catch what the item was on the ledge. Thank you, chat. It appears to have been a key. I'm going to assume that means small key.
I'm jumping in here now. Sorry, I'm here to help you out. Let's see. Still pretty early, right? Nothing much. Looks like we just got a flute to start.
Yep, and we just found Ganon hiding in the sanctuary, so we are not going to be required to jump through any extra hoops to go fight him.
Which is always good. Oh, neither of the runners checked Link's house for that hammer.
Wow, there have been some crazy hammer hunts this week, and this is not going to be one of them, thankfully. Vortex changing his mind about Upgrade Fairy. He's got the money to burn.
Yeah, you already have full bombs, but yeah, I get. Never hurts to have a few extra bombs to start.
Oh, nice early Mimic Cave. That's actually doable right now for Dr. Marty.
That might be the earliest I've seen a Mimic Cave found and doable in a seed. And of course, it's nothing. Well, I shouldn't say nothing. It was a map.
Vortex found the eastern entrance of Desert Palace. He's continuing to explore the rest of the mountain before presumably checking that out. Oh, this is the top of Paradox Cave. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, you gotta be very careful. You can't take the bomb blast to damage boost. You can't take the hit. You gotta get rid of those mold worms.
Nice double. And a nice full magic drop there for Dr. Marty.
Well, there's an 8 bomb drop for Dr. Marty. Out of bomb, or with no bombs. Definitely needed that.
Okay, we found the TR bridge. Okay, the shield's probably the most exciting thing we just found in Paradox Cave. And the shield is a very exciting find. I mean that unironically.
Oh, that's not bad either. That is Floating Island. You definitely need to know where that is. You got Dr. Marty and Pod. Just 10 arrows. I already have a pod key. So you can check a little extra.
I just want to say, I absolutely love that Pole's voice sprite on Vortex's side. It's so cute. Dr. Marty has elected to open the front door to Pod, and he is going to get an Ether Medallion there. Nice.
Yeah, I don't think it's really worth it to keep going through the right side right now as Vortex picks up the hammer. Oh, a bow and pod.
A bow and pendant pod, no less. We're just several keys short of being able to clear this dungeon, but we have all the items.
It looks like I got the fairy at the uncle spot. Always a little sad to see that fairy not at Ganon, because that means there has to be a item drop down at Ganon now. Oh my god!
Wow!
What is that item chain?
And the Thieves' Big Key, we were just there. Well, this is very nice stuff that Marty found. Fortunately for Vortex, he's unlikely to miss those things for long.
Yeah, you're gonna. Hopefully, you'll find all that really quickly.
Okay, Hera Big Key. Okay, that's our first bottle there with a complimentary ferry, and we also know where Sick Kid is in CAC. Should be an easy place to return to. Nothing important on the library. Vortex being a concerned citizen and letting that ferry escape. Setting up for a death warp here, of course. Alright, Vortex is checking out the west exit of Hyrule Castle. It's the bomb chop. Nice. Magic powder from Uncle. That is a nice thing to have. Vortex is going to bunny hop his way back into Hyrule Castle. Is he going to check the other exit or just go back out the front door? Looks like the front door. Nope, never mind.
I'm checking that other exit.
Interesting, interesting.
Back up the mountain again. And Ice Palace. And nothing else you can really do up there right now.
Vortex is about to find Ganon's lair.
Do rabbits like broccoli?
I like to think rabbits have personal preferences. But there's no reason they wouldn't like broccoli, right?
I suppose so. Well, Vortex has found the uncle. Let's see what the uncle has. The powder for another check, which, if we find it, we can do. Have we seen the magic rat yet?
I don't believe we have seen it. Vortex is going for a Houlihan to replenish that money he burned on Upgrade Fairy.
We haven't seen it yet. I don't know if we've seen Lost Woods drop down. If it's not there, that might be at the pyramid. Which, if it is, we won't be seeing that for a long time. There's Sick Kid, but no bottle. Well, I mean, Vortex has a bottle.
Okay, fortunately the Kakariko well is not locked behind GT.
Another 5 quick items. Let's see what we get here.
Map of desert. Oh, the front door key to Swamp. Always a nice thing to have that before you have to make decisions about dipping the first chest of Swamp.
Okay, that works actually. That's by itself is most likely pretty good, assuming Swamp's not a pendant.
We have already seen Pod as one pendant. We did see the bomb vendor. I think he was at the Witch's Hut, perhaps. Eastern and Hera are 2 red crystals. And now we have Vortex checking out the back of the Old Man Cave.
Okay,
TR green pendant, okay.
So maybe no ice rod needed this time?
One can hope.
Well, it's going to pop up right now then. Okay, that wasn't it.
Okay, a mystery big key on race game. That is interesting information to file away for later.
Yeah, it's locked behind either a mirror or a potential connector to that area.
Okay, Fairy Ascension Cave takes us to the eastern area. Map of Ice Palace there for Vortex.
Ten bomb back, but I think Dr. Marty might have already had full bombs. So yeah, it's looking like... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just a mystery dark cave that we have not identified yet on Marty's side.
I know it's still early, but I'm a little surprised Dr. Marty hasn't tried to push the Dark World a little bit more yet. I guess they're still planning to explore the Light World, but with that Moon Pearl, if you got a good way to Dark World, you might want to explore a little bit more there, because it looks like the Light World's not coming up with much else.
That is true. It is worth noting he does have a glove from Thieves Town. The tracking is just not showing that at the moment because the software can be unreliable at times. Of
So
course,
yeah, this seed's basically telling you, go Dark World.
Okay, there's the front of Desert. Yes, earlier I forgot to credit our wonderful tracker Kif. Our trackers are MVPs. They are wonderful, diligent people. They are absolutely infallible. And we are greatly indebted to them. Oh, Dr. Marty losing the game of tag with the cabbages.
A lot of green vegetables we're talking about here to start. Cabbage, broccoli. When's the spinach coming in? Wow, these boulders are not being nice to Dr. Marty, and the dead rocks are cooperating with the boulders, not with Dr. Marty.
Yeah, if the cabbages and dead rocks actually learned how to work together, this place would be terrifying.
It really would be.
Oh, there's Swamp. Unfortunately, nothing to do there yet.
So I think Dr. Marty's probably found Old Man. Yep, looks like we got Old Man Cave here. Meanwhile, Sick Kid has a key to Ice Palace.
Not terribly exciting.
No, not really at all. And the old man gives a little bit of a tip.
Oh, lettuce.
Lettuce, cabbage, broccoli.
Vortex of Doom, exploring south of Kakariko. He will shortly find out about that mystery big key on Race Game. Dr. Murty is giving us our first look at the Ice Rod Cave region.
Okay, you got the shed.
A very welcome heart container, I'm sure. And silvers! Oh, wow! 22-minute silvers.
Yeah, I never see that. I absolutely never see that. I'm not a little salty right now. So yeah, a couple item caves over here, but not much else.
Yeah, you might be right about the seed telling us to go to the Dark World.
Yeah. I can't blame Dr. Marty for not doing that right away. As surprised I am at the same time. It's like, you never want to miss a really good entrance in the light world if you can avoid it, because if you do, then you feel bad about it later.
Okay, Dr. Marty finding Paradox Cave. Vortex finding that mystery Dark Cave that Marty abandoned.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Unfortunately, you can't check the Tower entrance yet, but you can get this entrance, which is a chess game for Quake.
That could be very interesting. So, which cave would that Dark Cave have had to be?
I think it had to be the the Dark Mountain exit cave, basically, or Death Mountain exit cave.
Okay, chat is corroborating your statement, so I will believe you. Oh, there's Pod. Well, Pyramid Fairy was underneath that rock on Dark Death Mountain. We had a red boomerang, so it's sort of French vanilla, I guess.
Looks like Dr. Marty just finding Hyrule Castle for the first time, so I'm gonna check these, which I believe Vortex has already checked. And Vortex, ooh, that's not a good move for Vortex. I mean, well, actually, no, Vortex doesn't have a pod key. Never mind.
That is true. Actually, where did that key come from?
Yeah, Thieves Town sounds right, I think. Yeah, I think Thieves Town sounds right, because I don't think Vortex has found that yet.
It was somewhere easily accessible because Marty found it very, very early. I just don't remember where it was.
Alright, and Dr. Marty passes the toughest boss in a Death Warp, which is not getting the piece of heart that fills your health.
And also remembering to get rid of the fairy before attempting.
Ah, yes, that is also important. Hey, there's Magic Bat, and we've got some powder early.
Yeah, Dr. Marty did not have this available when he was in here.
But just a map. Useless map. I wonder, was Steve Sound in the back of here, maybe? In the back of the Lost Woods?
That is entirely possible. Oh yeah, there was this blue mail here that Marty's already picked up.
Right, there it is.
So having very little else to do, Vortex is probably going to be heading back to Pod pretty soon, I would think.
Yeah, Dr. Marty is gaining a bit of an item advantage here.
There's Vortex's glove, and this was Ether, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It was 10 arrows.
So I think the one drop that we haven't seen yet is Lost Woods.
I believe you are correct.
So that does mean an extra item behind GT climb.
At least it's one item and not 5. We're going to see Dig Game from Marty, but unfortunately no mirror to get that big key off Race Game at the same time.
Oh, there's all our pendant info. Pod, Ice Palace, and TR.
Well, that's convenient.
So we've got all our info, or at least Dr. Marty's got all the info. Everything else has to be a regular blue crystal.
Yeah, this might be the earliest, well, pretty early, I guess, that we've seen all the dungeon prize information. Vortex picking up his first bow.
That might be actually really good for Vortex, because that might convince him to go back to Pod.
Notably, we did not see Dr. Marty sequence break the bow-locked side of Pod, and then he also didn't go there with the bow he picked up, I believe.
The Moon Pro's on the bow side of Pod.
Okay, I'm just completely misremembering then. Never mind.
Yeah, because Dr. Marty picked up his bow in that first chest in Pod, and then went to the right side. Not first chest, but yeah.
Well, this is a fun location for the Smiths.
Hey, that's an interesting spot for the dam.
Unfortunately, Vortex does not have the Moon Pearl, and he can't do that right now.
Chat bringing up the possibility of a fire rodless seed, and that is actually possible. With Skullwoods and TR both pendants, you could have a seed without a fire rod.
Okay, Marty finally deciding to buy some bombs. He was on one bomb for quite a while there. Alright, the king of scams himself. 10 collector's edition arrows.
They're vintage. Yeah, it looks like Vortex is heading back to Pod.
This is good for him.
I'm gonna save that key for now. No, it looks like Dr. Martio heading back into Thieves Town. Not logical fully yet because no small key, but you can complete it. Well, I mean, not logically complete it, but you can complete it. You're just gonna have to leave the one chest behind. And there's Moon Pearl for Vortex.
And the Thieves Town Big.
So I gotta say, Shady, nice comment there.
So by skipping the front door, Vortex is going to be able to get some checks here in the back of Pod.
Yeah, I'm missing out on the other bow, but not the worst thing. I might decide to go back through, though.
Well, there's a second bottle in the Thieves' Town attic.
Okay,
Wow, okay.
that's a lamp-locked fire rod.
Rule of fire or something?
Something like that, yeah. Okay, I see what Vortex's plan was. Not going to check the dark maze at all, which makes a lot of sense. You only have one key, so anything in there would be locked behind 5 more keys.
So he will be picking up his silvers, which is good for him. And Ether, that's where Ether was.
I think I might have heard a groan there.
Alright, Dr. Marty going in the blind fight with hammer strats. I think I saw him buy a red potion earlier. Yes, indeed he did. And that is blind down. We're going to get our first crystal of this race at 37, just about 38 minutes. That's our first Castle Towers small.
I don't think we've seen Castle Tower yet, but got a key now. You can at least get both items when you do see it.
Yeah, and Vortex with that fire rod can actually see when he's doing the dark area maze thing.
Did Marty grab a mitts? No, he did not.
Has to make the long walk of shame all the way around. Vortex going to the digging game. He'll be completing his coin collection momentarily. So Dr. Marty's now exploring Village of Outcasts. He finds Hookshot Cave, but no hookshot and no boots to do anything about it. He's gonna not take the connector quite yet. There's a lot more to check in the village. Vortex is going for another fake flipper, maybe to do the dam this time.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Hey, there's the other side of Hookshot Cave.
Well, that's completely useless.
Yeah, that is. But there's the potion shop. That's nice. Dr. Marty decides he wants a drink.
Yeah, he's got plenty of money to spend. We did find the Ganon's Tower big key in the dam for Vortex. Hopefully that is not something we actually need. Oh, here's Eastern.
That is nice. You can get 4 items out of here right now. Can complete it if there happens to be an Eastern big key in Eastern.
Just a wet piece of heart, courtesy of the dam draining.
Vortex is actually going to go to the Flute 5 in the Dark World. Oh, there you go. We got 5 item check.
Okay, nothing great there. One more shot at redemption. Nope.
No, yeah, that's not a great check. We're 42 minutes in, no sword. Just gotta ask if this is gonna be one of those seeds where we don't see a sword till after the hour mark.
Yeah, just, another day at the office, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, Vortex getting a look at the pod entrance.
Will Kiki scam them? Oh,
Oh,
what?
wow! Vanilla, big key to Eastern, and Marty's gonna go ahead and complete this dungeon. Okay, so that connector Vortex takes him to East Death Mountain.
Yeah, people who don't like Eastern Palace will be a bit of shambles there.
Oh, here's Ice Rod Cave. It's a sword! 43 minutes and 44-ish seconds, our first sword for Vortex. Okay, there's the back of Desert.
Dr. Marty has all of his Light World information now. And there's a key to GT. So nothing exciting out there, but it is a crystal.
Marty having a 2-0 crystal lead right now. But there's still plenty of rando to go. Laser Bridge here at the Dark Fortune Teller.
Okay, there's Marty's first sword. And the cape. Interesting enough, you're expected to either have Burna or 3 shields to do that.
That cape and sword combo actually makes the Vanilla Agate Tower entrance accessible now. And that place is reachable through a connector. Looks like Vortex could be going to Catfish.
Yeah, that's what this looks like.
Catfish has had some important things in some races this week.
So
Okay,
you might have just doomed Catfish to have nothing.
The Dark Potion Shop has the bottom of Spiral Cave. That's not particularly helpful at this time.
Oh, Hype Cave.
Hype Cave. Flippers! Actual flippers.
Oh, mirror.
You know what? That's not even the first time I've seen the mirror on Catfish in the past 2 days. That is a huge find.
Yeah, that is. Wow.
Oh, there's Hera. Vortex winning that game of tag with the fairy.
So this, with the big key, you can clear everything in here except for the basement, which you're fine with that for now.
Yeah, nobody wants to do the basement anyway, and no fire source on Marty's side. Vortex giving us our first look at the Skull Woods area. He does have the fire rod, so he can check the back entrance. Well, that's a second shield, so we're one away from that cape and sword being in logic.
I'm kind of looking through our items, and we're kind of in an interesting spot early. We need 2 big keys for sure. We haven't seen yet. Desert and Mire. We'll need some Maria. But I don't know how much else we still kind of need for dome mode.
Hopefully not the ice rod.
we
are going to need a hook shot.
Yes, we do need that.
This is Marty's third crystal.
Yeah, desert's completable once we find the big key. Swampy, do you need the hook shot for? Skull Woods, once we find the back of that, that's completable. Yeah.
Oh, here's Spiral Cave. Whatever item's here, it better be worth the walk.
And if it's something big, Dr. Marty's not getting this probably for a while. Okay, that's not the biggest thing.
Yeah, another pod small. Lets you do some things. So Vortex taking that shiny new mirror. Oh, never mind.
He's got the shiny mirror out.
I wonder where he is headed.
Oh,
Oh,
Floating
the
Island?
hang on. The west exit goes to the bomb shop. Well, I guess this is the exit he wanted. Dr. Marty heading out the back of the old man cave. He's about to discover checkerboard cave entrance. It's interesting how both exits to the old man cave are covered by rocks. Alrighty, it looks like he's taking the exit to Floating Island here.
Yep. I don't think we've
And
seen
we have not
that.
seen that, yeah. Meanwhile, Marty did find the connector and navigated in the dark to get to the top of the castle, and he finds a shop. I wonder how they're still in business, setting up their location there. Vortex is going to continue to poke around East Death Mountain. Looks like he does want those 50 rupees.
I believe it was Dr. Marty that checked Zora. Was it? No. I
It
think
was
Vortex
Vortex. He
did.
fake flippered.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Well, here's
there's
Meyer.
But no hookshot, no boots cannot get past the front door. Now we got the flippers, we got a mirror, though the same runner doesn't have both yet. That big key is obtainable once. In fact, we got two big keys obtainable with that mirror.
That is a good point. One on Lake Hylia Island and the other one at Race Game. Marty gonna visit his camper friend under the bridge.
A little bit of encouragement in the form of a piece of art.
Well, that's Bumper Cave at Hera, but Vortex is not the one who has the cape.
Marty gonna find the dam, be able to drain that.
Oh, well,
Okay.
there's Castle Tower.
Unfortunately,
But
Vortex.
Vortex,
Yep,
yeah,
does
he
not
doesn't have the key.
He doesn't have the Castle Tower key, so this is the only check he gets.
Right, Vortex, where to now?
Looks like going back into the CAC portal. And Dr. Marty does have that 3-0 crystal lead, but at the same time, that mirror looms really big right now. I don't know how much Dr. Marty likes to check catfish.
Well, when he gets there, he can reflect on his life choices. So, fun fact, in retro mode, it costs 50 arrows to fire a silver arrow, and Dr. Marty just bought 10 silver arrows for 500 rupees.
That is very interesting. Yeah.
Vortex doing the same thing as Dr. Marty and noping out of Hookshot Cave. He's going to find the other end right here.
So, getting through what we've got, what's our next big check? I gotta think swamp. Even though I can only do the front half, you got flippers, you've got the small key, you've got. I mean, they don't all have it at the same time, but you got flipper, small key, the hammer to get past the front door. You could do about half a swamp. Will Vortex go in?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, he's out.
That's a problem.
I wouldn't say it's a problem quite yet, but it could be very well become a problem.
How many of those Eastern Palace emotes exist?
You know, it's funny. Our two runners found the opposite entrances of TR right around the same time, and they just reversed their situations there. Dr. Marty heading over to the Dark Shopping Mall. We have not seen that yet. We're also seeing this house that nobody ever visits, not in Rando. Mini Moldarm Cave, another 5-item cave.
These 5-item. Well, I was gonna say they've been disappointing, but we did 5-item flippers in one of them. And there's the
Mushroom and mitts. It's a pretty good Mini Moldarm Cave.
Just a quick reminder: the Eastern Palace Big Key was in Eastern Palace.
Alright, Vortex found Hera. He might be getting his first boss kill in short order.
Oh, we're gonna go in the Meyer area with that mitt.
Makes sense, you got these shiny new mitts, you want to try them out. Unfortunately, of course, no mirror to get up to the desert upper ledge. Here's GT.
Now you can't do much here. Don't have Samari to get to the right side. You don't have a hook shot to do much on the left.
He's got 6 bombs. He could try bomb jumping to get to Stolfos' room.
Now the interesting thing is you do have the GT. Oh, never mind. You're not gonna do that. You don't have a lamp or a fire rod. You're not doing the climb right now. You can't. So yeah, you could potentially bomb jump here to get maybe a few more chests. It looks like that's what Dr. Marty's gonna do.
Yeah, if you're here, you may as well give it a try.
And hey, Vortex has the first boss as his first boss kill. Meanwhile, big key to swamp. Okay, not bad to have before you go in the swamp. Big key to Meyer. Ooh.
Well, that one's required.
Yes, that is. Oh, but
Is he death warping
yes.
like this? That can't feel good. That heart refill must have been terrible.
Got Bombo, so you can't open the Meyer entrance. Well, Vortex just picked up flippers. You got 2 big keys you can go get. Why open that but not actually go in it?
Well, mental lapse, you could think it was actually Meyer, and there's no reason to go in at this time.
You know, so we already saw Super Bunny Cave Vortex.
Yeah, I was like, he's seen this before, right? Oh, here's Agina. That's not very helpful.
I think Vortex is going to go check the island for that key.
Perfectly sensible thing to do.
Oh, it hasn't been over to these caves yet. And is Dr. Marty gonna dive? Looks like Dr. Marty's gonna dive the front of swamp.
Yeah, that was a good call.
So we've had an Eastern Palace, Big Keen Eastern. Time to have a hook shot in Swamp.
That'd be nice.
Well, we know the hook shot can't be vanilla because of where the Swamp Big Key was.
Vortex got his mitts now. Let's see if he heads to the Meyer area. Or no, he's gonna go get the big key first, like you said.
There's a hookless version of Specky Clip now?
I can never tell when chat's joking.
I mean, with the way things advance, I wouldn't be surprised if someone told me there was.
Okay, well, we found a vanilla compass in Swamp. That's the Desert Big, so that is now a clearable desert palace for Vortex.
We're just, for our no mode, we're just looking for a hookshot in Samaria, I think.
Yeah, Vortex choosing to stay in the Dark World here. He could be taking the opportunity now to check the vanilla CT entrance.
Yep, that looks like what he's gonna do.
Meanwhile, Left Side Swamp is about to give us our first item for Marty. It's Samaria!
Okay. So, yeah, we're a hookshot from no mode.
That's incredible. And we're not even an hour and 30 minutes in.
How much does Go like skipping Left Side Swamp is now the question.
So that Cane of Samaria right now doesn't do anything in Meyer because we can't get past the front door. In TR, we've seen Laser Bridge and the front entrance, but Marty does not have the fire rod, so he'd only be able to get the first check, and we also don't have any small keys for TR, apparently.
Could go GT, but without a fire rod or a lamp, you can't do anything beyond tile room.
Oh, I think Vortex is picking up the Smith before mirroring. This makes sense. Hotel Mario, also set up somewhere where you're not going to be getting many customers.
Oh, Marty is diving pendant ice.
Oh, the Skullwood's big key was on race game. That is not where you take the Smith Vortex. Please don't open him up. Oh yes, right. To answer chat, Marty is using Final Fantasy IX for his MSU, and Vortex was using Breath of the Wild. We did listen to that a bit earlier. Right, Vortex heading back to the Dark World. Chat making a good point about having the Smith and the chest at the same time. It'd be nice, especially with the Smith charging you 10 rupees for rescuing him. The least he could do is carry the chest for you.
Let's see if the Skullwood's big chest pays off. Not really. Oh, there's boots.
Nice. Nice boots to have. And Burna, okay. So that puts Laser Bridge in logic.
Well, just gotta be a little careful. Down to half a heart. I'm just gonna drink the blue potion.
This is Eastern. I think he was looking for the potion shop.
Yeah, potion shop's right down there.
Well, that wasn't worth our time.
Okay, that was an interesting little combo.
I'm curious though why Vortex drank his blue potion to recover his hearts when he was headed to the potion shop anyway. No Ice Palace big key, so Marty's skipping that. That's our first TR small in the purple chest.
That is a little surprising. Yeah, with so few keys dependent dungeons, they're not really very appealing right now.
Yeah, very good point being brought up in chat. The boots are on the right side of Ice Palace, which is always hookshot locked in cross keys. So the hookshot cannot be in Mire, because otherwise we would not logically be able to get to Mire in the first place. I'm just repeating what I've heard other people say. I'm not an expert on the subject of Ice Palace key logic, but I believe in cross keys, the right side is always hookshot locked.
It's always hookshot locked unless the old man that you rescue has a blue potion on a Tuesday, or something like that. I don't know.
A nicely done hammer cold stare fight by Marty. This is his first pendant, and just a piece of heart. But he did get boots, which is very nice, convenience, and opens up a few checks. Oh, Vortex is leaving GT without attempting the bomb jumps.
Alright, gotta look at this small key to Thieves Town. That's interesting.
That could be big.
Yeah, Vortex has not been to Thieves Town yet, or has not finished Thieves Town yet.
Okay, Waterfall Fairy turning up. Tempered Sword for Vortex. Marty digging up his first TR small. And of course, having cleared Eastern and Hera, Marty is now able to get the big bomb and go check the Pyramid Fairy entrance.
Now, one entrance we really are still looking for is, I believe, the Skullwood's boss. We have not seen that yet.
That is true. We have not seen the back of Skullwoods. Well, Dr. Murdy's now pulled off 2 successful bomb dupes. Alright, in here we have... There's the back of Skullwoods!
Alright, that was required. That's required. But Dr. Marty with no fire rod cannot complete this right now.
You know what? Marty has not found a second pod small yet, so he can't even get that fire rod if he wanted to.
Technically, that fire rod is locked behind 4 pod smalls. And a lamp.
That is quite interesting, actually.
Yeah, right now, I like... Oh, Dr. Marty might be having the catfish.
He'd better be. I can't imagine why else you would go here, and then just not go to Catfish.
That's what it took to take Dr. Marty to go check catfish. He needed some... He needed some faster movement.
Certainly makes it less mentally painful to do this.
But yeah, we do have an interesting situation on Vortex's side. He's going to go finish Thieves Town, and we're going to get that extra check. Like, at this point, the one big thing that could be there would be a hook shot.
Good catch there, not to save and quit too quickly. So this was one significant advantage that Vortex had, having that mirror that he no longer has. The advantage, not the mirror, of course. But now Marty has boots and is up a couple dungeon clears. So things have gotten interesting again.
Can check one check here in logic.
This could really actually just be the hookshot. No, it couldn't because of logic. Right side ice palace. Never mind. Okay, Marty buying a blue and a green potion. It could be just to save money, but why else would he want a green potion, do you think? Am I forgetting something?
I don't think so. Yeah. Alright, big moment coming up for Vortex. Is there anything interesting in this chest? No. Well, I mean, red mail's nice, but it's not required.
Yeah, it's not completely useless.
But that's a bit of a That's a bit of a sigh of relief for the spoilers right now. I think both teams have their other teammates watching in chat. I've seen them popping in.
Well, Vortex fighting blind with 3 more swords than Marty had at the time. That is blind down, and it is Vortex's second crystal. Dr. Murdy has had that castle tower small for a while, but I don't think he ever actually found Castle Tower yet.
He's not. Here's a new check too as well. Desert's big chest.
Unfortunately, no small to combo with it, but you take what you can get.
Okay,
Well, there's the lamp. Okay. So, we still don't have enough pod keys to put that fire rod in logic. The fire rod is required for the back of Skull Woods, but you can do it with the lamp. Here's the Mimic Cave entrance we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you already saw the item, and we've already been through that connector.
Dr. Murdy apparently desperate for bombs. And Vortex is going to finish off Desert while he's in the area.
New check here as well. We have not seen what's on the boss. Out of logic because you don't have the small key, but you can get the crystal.
Have we already seen the other side of Bumper Cave, or is Dr. Marty just doing some other checks before going back?
I don't know if we have, but I don't know if it can really lead anywhere good at this point. Well, but chat's, I think, correcting us already.
Oh, we're going to get a look at the Turtle Rock entrance.
Just a heart container on Landmo, but there's crystal 3 for Vortex. Vortex is caught up in the crystal count. I think Vortex is actually probably in the better position item-wise.
I am inclined to agree. But of course, that could turn on a dime very quickly.
Yeah, that's assuming Vortex does left side swamp. Is Vortex going in Ice Palace? Looks like it. Oh, but Marty's going to check Meyer. Now, actually, we've already ruled that Meyer likely has nothing we absolutely need here. But the only thing we absolutely still need is Hookshot, and based on what we've decided with the Ice Palace logic, Hookshot's most likely not in here.
Yeah, we have all of the big keys we need for our crystal dungeons collectively, right? Looks like it.
Yeah, because actually, I think the only big key we're missing at this point. Well, we have Pod and Ice Palace. Yeah, we haven't seen either of those. Hookshot can be further in GT, but I think they need some keys before that's possible. You start talking about Go Mode, and you start seeing chat talk about every one of their quote-unquote dream scenarios for where the best possible place for that Go Mode item to be is. Also, we also have to remember that we gotta get Vortex to actually go into Eastern without the Eastern big key. That might actually be the toughest part of this.
Like, as long as he doesn't delay Eastern looking specifically for the Eastern big, it won't be a problem. But if he does that, it'll be a problem. Hey, Vitreous just giving an arrow refund, and that is crystal number 4 for Marty.
Because Marty needs Hookshot. Either needs the Fire Rod or the Lamp. I don't know if Fire Rod's... Have we had anything that's specifically Fire Rod locked?
I mean, technically the back of Skull Woods. We have not had a look at the front of TR yet. And, of course, the right side of GT, no one's been there.
Yeah, so it's possible we still need Fire Rod, but not necessarily required yet, as far as we can tell.
I'm really interested in where the rest of those pod smalls would have to be then, because, again, that Fire Rod is locked by 4, as you said.
Yeah, so for Marty needs Hookshot, needs a sword. And either needs a Fire Rod or the Lamp. I think that's all Marty still needs. Little slow
not
there,
quite.
Marty. For Vortex, Needs hookshot. Needs to go into Eastern to get Eastern big. And needs Samaria.
Oh, there's a very important pod small for Marty. And a significantly less important single rupee. And the completely useless key to Meyer. Alright, Vortex has defeated Cold Stare. That got a little bit dicey for a bit, but he drank a potion and came out fine.
Well, here's
Oh, well,
Marty's sword.
1 hour, 32 minutes, Master Sword. Very nice.
So what is looking like our good check right now is... Oh, yeah. No, Marty... No, Marty doesn't have a torch... a fire source to light torches yet, so... Cannot do that.
All he has to do is go to the other part of desert to get his fire source.
I'm trying to think what looks good for our next check right now. Like, what is like that one big thing? I'd say GT, but GT keys are still a little lacking. Unless we got to climb. Because there are a couple chests up GT that I don't think are locked by small keys.
Well, GT is where Dr. Marty is headed. Oh, I'd quite forgotten there was a small key here on the torch. Oh, this is good for Vortex. He has joined Marty.
We're not going to find hookshot over here. Beyond potentially in that chest. Nothing else here will have hookshot.
Oh, Vortex going for a hover. We believe in you. You can do it. Oh, he's just abandoning... No, he isn't. Never mind. Fooled me for a second.
Okay, there's the last sword.
Nice. Who doesn't like a good butter stick to whack things with?
Like I've been saying, Butter Sword is Legend of Zelda canon now.
Oh, the desert's small. That's good for Marty.
Yeah, but like again, we've already kind of ruled that out as a... Well, we haven't already, but because of where it is now, we've ruled out that it can't be where hookshot is.
Yeah, that's a good point. I keep forgetting that. We are looking for one item, and there are a lot of places it can't be.
That just actually was possible if some of the items, based on what we have seen for items. If we can get to the right side of GT, that one was possible. So these next chests could have hookshot because You could have been expected to go right side. Ugh, Aerosmall.
Nobody wants to see that. But the bottle with the free blue potion's nice.
And we're gonna get a tile room check from Dr. Marty. That's all he can do right now over here.
Well, it is one more check than Vortex of Doom can do.
Is Marty? I'm not fully sure on this. Marty like hitting his L and R buttons to the beat of the music right now.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed. I love it when runners do that. Okay, another pod small. Well, Marty went from fighter sword to butter sword very quickly.
Yes, he did. Oh, this is an entrance we have not seen yet. I don't think Vortex checked this. It was nothing though. 2 new checks coming on Vortex's side though. Which have nothing. We kind of already ruled that, but there's just that confirmation.
Oh, Marty's gone back to pod.
Yeah, with 3 keys plus, well, he's got 4 keys on a tracker now, so the backup pod is logical. The most interesting thing I think in this seed could do, which would just blow my mind and make me wonder, I don't even know what's possible, is if that hookshot ends up in Dark Maze.
Half magic's nice, I guess.
And Vortex is hovering. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. Which
Nicely done.
Yeah, nothing. There's nothing in here in these checks that we absolutely will need because obviously hookshot can't be in these. As Dr. Marty gets the fire rod.
Well, nothing terribly interesting there in Hookshot Cave.
I wonder if that fire rod sends Dr. Marty back to GT. Oh, Vortex is doing Easter.
This is good for him. Okay, game.
I know that team's not playing in this one. All right, back out of the maze to check the big chest.
They couldn't have even put it in the closer chest. Well, spot percent.
With one key left, you're gonna go check the. We're gonna go check the vanilla big key chest now.
Okay, well that wasn't worth it.
I'm looking at Marty's inventory right now. I think Marty is officially just that hookshot from Go mode.
Yeah, and if that's the case, and he realizes it, there are a bunch of places he knows he's not going to find the hookshot.
And Vortex stood there for a second like, what?
Alright, Marty on his way to finish Desert.
Zelda, it sounds like you've been traumatized by a previous race of Marty's. So for Vortex needs Samaria, needs Hookshot, and also has to find the Skullwood back at the pyramid. Or Pyramid Fair to be exact.
And he has just acquired the means to do that with this crystal. So actually, I guess it's a nice thing that the Hera small key was on the left side of GT, because we know it can't lock the hookshot.
Well, actually, wasn't the Hera small key behind Armos Knights?
Oh, right, it was the Pod and Desert smalls that were... Or, now I don't remember.
I think the Hera small was... Yeah, I think it was behind Armos, which if it was, then... Yeah, that... Actually, that can be... That can have Hookshot.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Just because you can go right side to get to that. So...
Well,
Marty's going to
Vortex-
clear out Skull Woods, which you got to do. It's a crystal. One item on the boss, which... Actually, I think could be Hookshot. I don't think anything is requiring Hookshot as blocking this. I guess the only thing it could be is maybe a Skullwood's key. Though the one key that I think both others don't have is in the pinball room.
I believe that is correct. A very efficient moth fight. And Marty is going to get, just a vanilla heart container.
That's Marty's
That is-
sixth crystal.
Yeah, crystal number 6. literally just needs that hook shot and then needs to go beat Swamp. And then beat Ganon.
Yeah, right now, I think right side GT's got to be calling. You got 4 items over there. I don't know if there's any other big spot right now. Oh.
Oh
okay.
yeah, we
Yeah,
completely
there
forgot
is.
about TR.
Yeah, I guess TR does count.
Yeah, 3 small keys. We have the big key, Fire Rod.
We honestly hope we never see Ice Rod. But yeah, you could at least check that chest. You could check the 2 Fire Rod lock chests. You could check Chomps. I don't think we've actually seen the entrance for the big chest of TR yet.
That is a good point. We have not.
Marty has passed the hookshot test.
He also remembered to switch back to the Fire Rod. Oh no, he missed!
Okay, needs to work on targeting practice a little bit. Right, 10 arrows and a compass.
Well, this is the Swamp Dive for Vortex. Hopefully he'll find Samaria. That might lead him to go to Mire, which will of course not have his hookshot.
Considering he's doing this without hookshot, I'd be really surprised if he doesn't do left side swamp.
So while he's doing that, Dr. Murty is continuing to explore some new checks, so he has a significant advantage, I would say, but again, that hookshot could just turn up somewhere ridiculous.
Okay, so a pod key locked behind 4 TR small keys. That's about
Very
right after the
interesting.
cross keys. I feel like cross keys is always a 4 key locked behind 6 keys, or 6 keys, but a 6th key locked behind 4 keys. I don't think we've seen the laser. I don't think we've seen this exit yet.
I believe you're correct.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. This is very interesting.
Now, does this lead to the big chest? Is the question? No.
That's disappointing.
Well, chat's actually saying that hookshot can't be right side GT because GT keys are locked. Or no, Fire Rod was locked by hookshot, which I don't even ask me about those. I'm a commentator. I have too much to pay attention to. Chat has the brain cells to think right now.
Yeah, I'll just take their word for what they're saying. So if that's the case, like we have a lot of places the hookshot can't be, but like what's left? Terra basement?
Air basement, yeah. Well, no, if we've said that if I rod's hookshot lock, then nope, that it can't be there.
Oh yeah.
The climb, I guess the climb up GT is possible. I think Dr. Marty's going back to GT.
Yeah, because the first two checks on the climb in GT aren't locked by any small keys, if I'm remembering correctly.
So what is Marty's plan? He's going to do right side.
I'm sure our runners have a lot on their minds as well as they're running, so even if you suspected maybe the fire rod was hookshot locked, I don't think if I were in this position I would trust myself to accurately have concluded that. So
Yeah, this is a
this makes
item.
sense.
This is a 4-item check. You're doing it.
Yay, the net!
Okay, now I'm. Oh, he's leaving. He's not climbing.
Wait, have we never done Dark Cross? Did Marty not do this?
I don't think so. Have we? If hook shot is here. Okay.
It would have been funny if it was.
Funny for us, but I guarantee you, if it had been there, Vortex would have been having an existential crisis.
First set, oh no, I missed this, and second, how is my opponent not already done?
So Vortex is going to do these TR checks now that Dr. Marty just did.
Hey, wait a second. Dr. Marty did right side GT and then didn't go for the climb.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vortex is going to be spending a few minutes in here, but then after that, what's next?
Well, if we've ruled out Meyer, I was going to say left side Meyer, but I think we've already ruled out Meyer as being hookshot locked. Like, I feel like we've ruled out every chest as being hookshot locked at this point. So it's like, how can there be something that's not hookshot locked? Because I feel like we're saying no to every chest at this point. We have seen Mimic Cave. That Mimic Cave was really early. Tablets are possible, but we still need to find book, and we're kind of in the same situation there. I think it might have to be the climb, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it could be anywhere else.
And to think this seed was being so nice earlier. Right, Kakariko, he's heading to the Dark World. This could be Smith Chain. Actually, I don't think Marty checked the Skullwood's big chest. I think Vortex did. I could be wrong.
I'm curious where this TR big chest entrance is, but at this point, it might have to be the GT entrance, which if it is, then means nothing. I mean, means nothing can be there, so...
The Thieves' Town big chest had the red mail in it, to answer chat.
Fyra was in in the dark basement, locked behind, so it's locked behind 4 smalls and the lamp.
Okay, Dr. Marty did the same thing. I mean, the muscle memory, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, you've got something purple following you, and you just floated to 7. Right. Is this right side for Vortex, or is he gonna make the climb?
It seems like he's been deliberately avoiding Meyer since picking up Samaria, because I'm guessing he knows the hookshot can't be there. So let's see. No, he's going right. But let's see if he goes for the climb afterwards.
Where's Dr. Marty heading?
Is this Dark Cross? No, it isn't. Okay.
He's going into Yeah, he's going back into Meyer.
This isn't good.
If Vortex believes Meyer is a hookshot lock, that'd probably be the biggest reason why he wouldn't have been gone there yet.
Yeah, so to just clarify that, we seem to have concluded, collectively, us and chat, that the boots being on right side Ice Palace means they were hookshot locked. And so since they were the way to get into Meyer, that means Meyer's hookshot... No, yeah, Meyer's hookshot locked, so it can't have the hookshot, of course.
Alright, so here's the climb. If we follow logic correctly, this is likely either the hookshot or the book.
It's a book shot. So yeah, we always say, ignore logic, blah blah blah. Like, don't let logic constrain you into, not doing things that are efficient. But in this case, this is really where knowing the logic helps you, because it lets you narrow down your search space quite a bit.
Never mind, there's the book.
Ah, that's actually awful for Marty.
He's gonna go check Ice Palace big chest. I'm just waiting for us to all be wrong on the hookshot logic, and
Yeah, and it just turns up here in Ice Palace. That'd be pretty funny.
And then we're the ones that are in the existential crisis trying to figure out all this.
Well, I have what's the word? Subcontracted all of my thinking on the matter to chat, so I won't feel bad.
Alright, so is this the answer? Is the hookshot up here?
There it
Yeah.
is! Logic prevails.
Yeah, I think Vortex took a second like, oh, I'm in go mode. Bye.
So if somebody ever asks you about the importance of logic, this is the case study to show them.
Yeah, I think I've just sworn off cross keys at this point. But to be fair for me, I have an abysmal cross keys record. And I truly mean abysmal. I might honestly be the worst cross keys player out there. But yeah, Vortex is in go mode. Just has to go kill Argus and then can fight Ganon. Oh no, Vortex also has to go do Meyer.
Oh, for some reason, I just assumed he had gone to Meyer, and I was like, why is Meyer so blue-looking today? What's sad for Marty is, like, there's not even any upgrade worth having available on these tablets. Like, Red Mail's elsewhere. He's already got Gold Sword, Silver Arrows, Half Magic, Boots, Powder, everything.
Worst thing for Marty might be finding Ice Rod. He's gonna go back to Agate Tower. Speaking of which, what is that lumberjack key have to be at this point? Either a pod key or a GT key?
Have we seen both Ice Palace smells?
No,
Or
we
the
haven't.
third? Oh no, we've seen all three Myers. The third Skullwoods keys in Pinball chest. Yeah, and those are the only other two.
So at least there's no reason for him to finish this climb, really.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we couldn't have before that, but... Oh, there's Ice Rod, okay.
Okay, so no one's getting baited into doing Trinex today.
Uh-oh. Oh no, this is Dark Cross Fred Marty.
Oh, that's right. He faked me out going in Hyrule Castle earlier.
For a second I thought Marty was double-checking things he'd already done, but yeah. He hasn't done this yet, and...
Right now, just a very quick go-moding of Meyer for Vortex. You know, as you pointed out earlier, we still haven't seen the east entrance of Turtle Rock for the big chest.
Yeah, like I said, I think that's got to be GT at this point. This is kind of the rough spot in watching a race. It's like when you're watching one runner in go mode and the other in desperation mode.
You have to imagine both runners are feeling kind of desperate right now.
Oh, Marty's going back for this big chest.
Well, as soon as he picks up that red mail, he will be fully... Oh, you know what? I forgot. There's a mirror shield out there somewhere, too.
Marty is really opposed to doing that GT climb.
Alright, this is going to be crystal number 7 for Vortex.
If it's just a quick flute to either 2 or 3, run to the sanctuary, or run to the back of escape drop and right gaming.
Yeah, in Breath of the Wild fashion, it's the sanctuary underneath, or at least, you know, Sanctum, Sanctuary, where you have to go fight Ganon. And here we go!
So we're starting with basting the pork with some butter. And then we've got the skewers ready to get it ready for roasting.
Yeah, except our barbecue keeps getting blown out, so we gotta keep relighting it. Okay, I'd like to see a mirror shield before we finish this race. Nope. Actually, both tablets had 50 rupees on them, I think.
I think Dr. Marty finally realized where he's got to go. But for Vortex, it's just another... And that's it.
So this will be win number 8 for Go. And the spoilers will still have a couple of chances to clinch their playoff spot. They're not in any danger yet of missing.
Not even gonna bother to climb because as Vortex finishes, I'm pretty sure that's a forfeit from Dr. Marty. Looks like we've got them both ready to come up here to talk about this one.
hello. GG's to both of you.
Hey guys, thanks very much. GG's.
So that was a seed, wasn't it?
One word for it, yeah.
Using.
I preferred that one to Zelga and McMonkeys. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Holy crap.
But yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good about a lot of what I did. You know, like I didn't do everything super efficiently, but I got I didn't leave the mirror for very long. I felt a little bad about boots, but not like too bad, and I got a lot of logical info from them. So.
Oh yes, the hookshot logic was a topic of much discussion in chat. So, like, at what point did you like start to realize, like, oh, these are all places that I don't need to look for the hookshot?
As soon as I got the boots, I was pretty sure I knew they were hookshot locked. I think it's missing all of the conditional logic that, like, maybe that. Yeah, I was pretty sure that was the case. Like, if I'm wrong, like, obviously I clowned Meyer super hard, but yeah, no, I knew that right away, and like, which is why I dove Eastern, and I was like kind of debating between that and Swamp, and I should have done like Dark Cross and Spike before that probably, but I was just like, there are so few places that the hook can be logically that I should, and those are the densest spots that I have left, even though I can't finish them. So I went into Eastern, which paid off nicely, and then I was like, well, now I can do Big Bomb, which also happened to just be Skull Woods, and then that took me out of like entrance prioritization mode because I knew I had to go looking for known items, and I had forgotten all about TR East, so if it was there, I was gonna check every item in the game before realizing I had entrances left. So,
Well, we never did find TR East, so it could have been a GT entrance, like JP was saying.
Yeah, I was thinking. I think that's the only entrance we really didn't see.
Did you do TR entrance, Marty?
I believe I did. Yes, I did. It was. I didn't register it, so it must have been crap.
Sure.
That sounds about right.
Now, even in terms of the logic there, I didn't cop that factoid about Ice Palace. I thought the cross keys made it in logic despite that. And that's probably what killed me in the seed, the fact that I just lost the logic early on. I was out of logic because of lack of fire source, and then just... Yeah, I didn't keep track of it well enough. Simple as.
Yeah, I mean, when you're trying to track that stuff in the middle of a race, it can be kind of complicated. Like, we had all the brains in chat doing our thinking for us and then telling us what to think, and they happened to be right.
400 or 500 odd people will have that effect when you're by yourself doing this, or unless you're Vortex, because he did it perfectly. So...
Well, we seem to have also concluded the fire rod was hookshot locked, so that meant right side GT wouldn't have had the hookshot, but you both ended up going there. So I guess, doing that kind of processing on the fly is really tough.
Yeah, there was a pod small in Spiral Cave, which meant that like that was 5 or 6, and I think I found my 5th one. Yeah, there were, you couldn't get enough keys before the fire rod without the hookshot logically. So I had not picked up on that. Although the fact that I only had 5 and not 6 pod smalls was kind of what, because I was thinking about leaving GT to go to pod, since I had done most of it early. And I wasn't going to go back till 6 keys, but I was like, well, those are faster checks than GT. But I was like I knew I didn't have to try to hover GT because if I didn't find it before pre-Moldorm, I was just done. So I was like, I just went for it.
I did want to also ask, both of you ended up taking the Smith to the lockpick before taking him home.
Muscle memory, it just kicked in. You can't avoid it.
Yeah, I think I do that every single time the Smith is in one of those 2 entrances down there.
Yeah, we said purple thing following you to 7. It makes sense.
Which is, hang on, we both would have fluted to 7. Out of curiosity, did we both dash with the lumberjack and then just forget we dashed? Or forgot
Oh,
we
that's
dashed?
a good question.
I actually don't know. Yeah.
So somewhere between that screen transition, we both just flicked, potentially.
Apparently.
Well, that's yeah. I feel like I probably did dash with him. That's funny.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
According to Chad, Vortex did Smith before Boots.
Oh,
okay.
that's very possible. Yeah, I did ice pretty late. I actually would have probably done it even later if I had done the map check that I had planned on. But I was like, it's probably a crystal. And I just went to it, and then I was there, and then I had to do it. But
Yeah, I think we actually had all of our information around 30-something minutes, at least on Dr. Marty's side. Because we found all the 3 pendants, and then we knew what the red crystals were.
yeah, I had the knowledge to know ice was a pendant for a really long time. I think I found the map like right after I found ice, or not long after, but I just never checked it.
I think I knew before going in, but at that stage, Ice Palace there, mostly clearable. You can't avoid just not
Mhm.
cross keys.
Yeah, it was a tough sell. I think like I had tried putting it off. Like I got greedy with the Thieves Town big, or the Thieves Town small, which like luckily I got to single dip the back of that. Or got to not orphan anything. You could have single dipped it while skipping the big chest, but I, I was in my head. Ice was like maybe a crystal, and even though it was slow and I was skipping something, it was just the best play available. I did it right after desert, I think.
Did you have the cane going in?
No, I did not. I got Kane. Kane was my last thing before hookshot.
Okay, because I found the cane somewhere before going in there, and that one made it much more attractive to dip for me.
Oh, you went left side swamp before going into ice?
Yeah,
Wow.
I went left side swamp before I found ice.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
have
don't know.
flippers for a really long time. I found ice very, very early, before Pearl. I just followed, or maybe not before Pearl. Actually, I think, yeah. I followed all the Hyrule Castle connectors and stuff and wasted a bunch of time.
I can't remember why,
Following
but I
those.
save quitted from the top of Dark Death Mountain and didn't go to the bottom 2 checks. Not entirely sure why. I think it has something to do with pod. I think saving quitting out of somewhere anyway instead of checking those chests. Or those entrances.
Yeah, pod ended up being a big thing early because you went there very early. Opened the front door, found that bow, and then went straight to the right side and found your moon pearl.
Yeah, I waited till I got the other bow, which ended up being... I don't know, it got me the fire rod early because I was like, I'll go right side early, and oh, this is a pendant. I will just go to the back. I have 1 key. What are the chances I get the other 5? Because that's all I'd leave behind if I went there and back. And then I finished with silvers, and I was like, well, if I'd just gotten the key in a different order, I could have had pearl a lot sooner. But it wasn't too late. I don't feel like. I imagine Marty was first to it though.
Yeah, But then things switched around here and there. I think Vortex had the mirror first.
Oh yeah, by quite a bit.
Yeah, but then again, also Marty was the first one to dip Eastern for the Vanilla Big Key. So there was a lot of like.
Oh, I felt like I was safe. You guys were the Eastern skippers. I guess now you don't skip it anymore because now you're the spoilers.
Yeah, we're the
again.
spoilers now, so we've
Now
I'm
you
trying
don't
to get
skip
those
it.
two to follow my lead. Well, I never skipped it, so I was just an outlier of the
Oh,
Eastern
okay,
skippers.
okay.
Yeah, actually, at the time, Marty, you had a 3-0 crystal lead.
Yeah, and I was feeling really good about that. I was feeling really good about the seed overall until just half an hour or so.
Yeah, I was definitely getting nervous near the end.
Yeah.
I knew that GT was probably my best shot. Because if you're missing more than hookshot and something else, you're probably still not going to climb. If you can't hover, which I'm pretty sure Marty can't.
You.
But like you're just more reluctant to go up there. But like once it was down to just hookshot, like suddenly it doesn't matter whether you or not.
Like even when I knew it was just hookshot, I'm still reluctant enough to go up GT because it's a long climb for 3 chests when there's a lot of other one-off places I prefer to do.
I think getting Cane Light kind of helped me because like somebody commented in chat that I went 3 times in and out of GT before deciding to climb after doing the right side. I went back to do right side and then I had to decide whether to climb, and if I didn't have it, sounds like you had Cane way earlier and probably were done with that.
Cane earlier, but Fire Rod much later.
Fire Rod later, yeah. But I mean, still, it was. You said Fire Rod around 140, I think. So like
somewhere around that, yeah.
You had time to do GT right without thinking too hard about the climb right away.
Well, at that stage, it was kind of like falling low on locations, and I did triple dip GT, and I was debating it, but ultimately just decided to stick with my guns, and because I'd hate myself even more if it wasn't up there than if I lost when it was up there.
That's fair. I definitely have checks like that. The one that was kind of awkward was the Castle Tower second chest, because it was like it's not that bad to get to, but it's pretty bad to get to, and like it was definitely in logic, and I didn't know when to do it.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything there. I mean, Dr. Marty probably could tell you how frustrating that one was.
Oh god, the second Castle Tower chest was the Castle Tower small key.
Oh no! Oh gosh.
Oh yes. But by that stage, I knew I had enough small keys to cover everything, so I didn't have to go to Lumberjack. But it was just annoying.
Yikes!
Yeah, thanks for that rubbing that in there, JP.
Oh, sorry, it's the only way I could get a little bit of a victory over some people.
I was also really nervous about Dark Cross because after I did Skull Woods, I mirrored, and I think I did Hookless Swamp at that point, and I was like, I got in there and I was like, oh, I mirrored right in front of Hyrule Castle, and I didn't do Dark Cross, and man, if the hook shot's there, I'm going to be so sad. So I probably should have just skipped it forever, but...
Yeah.
I was absolutely floored at the time that neither of you had done Dark Cross at that point.
Yeah, there were several times that I should have, but I just forgot about it at the time, and then... Yeah.
From my point, I wasn't going to do it until I found the lamp, because I was trying vainly to keep to some semblance of logic, which I shouldn't have bothered about.
I skipped it at least once with the lamp, maybe more times. So I don't quite have that excuse. But yeah, it was an interesting seed. I did want to say, like, the reason I skipped Eastern, like, I would have done it because of where it was and, like, having to take the hammer portal and that being slow, and I'd already taken it twice. But, like, I knew where 2 big keys were, and one was accessible, the one on Maze Race. So I was like, well, I'm not going to dip this before I get that big key, and, like, maybe I can hold out for the flippers, which I managed to do. And neither of them were Eastern, obviously, but I definitely wanted to try to hold out until I at least got those. But that almost bit me really hard. Like, if I'd done, I don't know, like if I'd done Eastern before Swamp, or Swamp before Eastern or something, I might have last located Eastern, getting greedier and greedier.
So, this brings us to an end of Crosskeys Week in the Invitational. Next week, you get the last week of the regular season, which is a co-op week. Yeah, how you guys feeling going into that? You got your teams planned out?
I get the week off. I'm mostly because I'm going out of town in the second half of the week, and that's when they had more time. But I am not too sorry to miss co-op Randomizer. It is fun, but I'm ready to sit back and let Yoho and McMonkey have the fun.
Yeah, I think myself and Shady are doing both the races next week because I don't know, we embrace chaos for some dumbass reason. But this week is also going to be a rough one because very good team again to be up against. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So we will see how that goes to finish out the regular season and start prepping for. I won't even say start prepping, but yeah, finish off the chase for the playoffs. We'll see how that all plays out next week.
Yeah, GG's again, and good luck to both of you and your teams.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And thanks, guys, for comms and tracking. And thanks, everyone, for watching. And thanks for the race, Marty. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks very much. Yeah, it's always good to come. Well, it's always terrifying to come across you, but you know, it's always a good laugh. And yeah, ditto over there on the comms and the trackers and everyone watching. Always fun to get a restream on SpeedGaming.
All right, well, yeah, thanks for racing for us. You know, everyone, make sure to give these runners a follow. Put down a good show for us today. Also, yes, thanks to our tracker, GIF, I believe. I don't know if I said that right, but looking at the schedule, like I said, we're done with Open League, but we might still have one more we're done with the Invitational. We might still have one more Open League race. There's one set for later tonight if we get a crew. So, yeah, we'll see if that one happens, or if we get to see that one. But yeah, Blue Link, thanks for coming with me. Thanks for holding down the fort early.
My pleasure. And yeah, thanks for joining me and lending your expertise.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, I think we'll close it out here. Why don't you take us out?
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. Thanks, chat, for all the help with the key logic and hookshot and all that. We hope you enjoyed this race, and we hope you're looking forward to next week.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone.